Hey everybody, good morning. What up? How are you guys? What up, sunshine? Hey Tabia. How you guys doing? You all right? What's going on your side of the screen? I'm excited. We got some good reads and stuff coming up today. It's going to be just an awesome time. It's going to be a wonderful time. We're going to have a little party, read some questions. All right. So let's make this moment about you guys. All right. Let's tap into it and see what we got going on. Hold on. Let me come and join the party. What's my name again? Oh, yeah, it's Archer. Okay. There we go. Well, at least in this lifetime. What's my name? Oh, yeah, I don't want to hear my voice. All right, let's see what's up. Cool. All right, there we go. Sweet. And if the other two don't get taken, then we get to go home early today. All right, Angel Eyes. What's up, pretty little Angel Eyes? You're going to be at 107. All right, how does my weekend look like? Is my $100 lost? Have you dumped your purse out? It always works for Juan if he dumps her purse out. Do you see me moving to another home this year? And thank you. Have a great day. You have a better day. All right. Tap me into Angel Eyes' energy. Give me everything you got for AE. What's up with AE? And was I right about the $100? Give me 2 shuffles. 1, 2. I feel like doing it. So let's love this deck for all the super chats. 4 of Pentacles. The $100 is closer than you think. It is amongst your person. It's amongst your person. The Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Pentacles. No, he didn't take it. He didn't use it. It's just misplaced. King of Cups. Yep. Wands of Pisces. Dump your purse out. It's at the bottom of your purse. Okay, what else do we got? Doop. 8 of Swords. The Sun card. Oh, nice. It's actually a pretty good weekend. I got a feeling, he might go a little bit traditional. Kids might get involved too. See the kids they eat. I got a feeling you may get like a breakfast in bed or a little bit of like you get a little pampering this weekend. Believe it or not, it seems like where he drops his defenses down or when it's Valentine's Day or a socially acceptable holiday, right? I actually do see you having a nice weekend on it. The 8 of Swords shows you waking up rather stressed, tired out, and burnt out, but then they come through for you. All right. So I do see you actually having a pretty nice weekend. Any other messages for AE? Any other messages for AE? You see me moving this year. Oh, what happened with that? What's up with the moving? The Judgment card, the 6 of Wands is a yes. The King of Pentacles shows you moving into a nicer area too. A little different demographics and a bunch of stuff real estate agents can't say out loud. But yeah, you're actually going to move into a nicer part of town. It feels like with the Judgment card, you're almost like, yeah, this neighborhood's kind of ran its course. There's not much left here. I'm going to go somewhere else. North Carolina's nice. But King of Pentacles shows you moving into a nicer part of town. I like it. Hey, Monica, what up, girl? All right, next up will be a girl in love. All right, who's in love with Brandon? But I do feel it getting better. I don't feel as Brandon frustrated. It's more like Brandon, So let's see where it goes. You're going to be at 333. All right. Will Brandon and you guys ever go out on an actual date? Boom. 6 of Pentacles. Yep. All right. Tell me 8 of Wands. Whoa. And the 2 of Swords. Not only do I see a date in your future, but I also do see you guys moving in together. Okay. If you give him some time on the 2 of Swords to cut out the stuff that's getting on his nerves in his current life, like see the bills piling up and you see everybody in the background constantly talking behind him and he's trying to get things. He doesn't like his current lifestyle. I do see him wanting to leave the lifestyle completely altogether. It may just be one of those vibes that he finally comes to a point and he's like, I can't take this. I'm pulling the whole load. I'm doing everything. I get along better with girl in love anyways. And it's like his current living situation is pushing him right towards it into your arms because the 6 of Pentacles shows he does not get very much of a reciprocal relationship. That's what he's looking for, which might be why the 8 of Wands starts to come more in your direction. I can see this in the next 8 weeks, next month or two. So like over the course of the next 6 days into the 6 weeks marks is where the communications start and you find out that he's 2 of Swords cut out some stuff and that he's ready to come your way with the Fool card. I got a feeling before Aries season, you totally know where you two stand in the direction with the 8 of Wands where things are going. All right. And it's almost Pisces season and Aries season is right after that. So like mid-March, not that far away. Okay. trust me, I'm not the one living your life, so I understand that a tarot reader sits there and goes, oh, it's like 6 weeks away. And it's like, wow, 6 weeks of hell. That's great. Thanks, Arthur. But, for the short-term delay, it means long-term potential relief. It's like every sign in Michigan for road construction. But it does get better eventually, like Michigan road construction. But yeah, another reason I want to move out of this state. Anyhow, okay, next up is Randy. What up, brother? All right, Randy, you'll be at 5:30. Let's do 5:30 for Randy. That's kind of cool. All right, let's see what we've got for Randy. Any new thoughts she has about you or any regrets on any of her actions? All right, let's do what's up. Doobie, doobie, doop, 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 doop. Right there. 10 of Wands. Damn, she's more stressed out than usual. She needs like a Truly or a White Claw. It would help her. She's stressed out right now. 2 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups. Oh, dude, she is nostalgic. Oh, but she's remembering the good times, not the fighting right now. That's cool. You don't believe it, though. 3 of Pentacles. Guardian angels say you should believe it. 7 of Swords. Oh, she's starting to see. Look at her wanting to move and come your way. Look at her like, I'm leaving. And the people that are currently in her life see them in the background, and they're like, wait, things were going great. What's going on? This is probably just like neighbors or something because she's living alone. But yeah, 5 of Wands. She is struggling with a few things on the 9 of Wands and kind of coming to terms with the stuff that was the things that she contributed to. Believe it or not, you may not believe it, but she is working on actually getting better for you. Believe it or not. I know it sounds weird, but you guys had to go all the way through with this divorce and the paperwork and everything to get her to this stage. It's almost like the direction that things went were needed because you did a lot to help her keep her priorities in check and to keep the logistics moving for her. And look at everything she's dealing with now. Her phone's going off and her pen cups got a bunch of, those pens are probably don't even got ink in them no more. That coffee's cold. That coffee might as well have been an iced coffee at this point, right? But she is morphing and transforming with the butterfly. Something about 10 and 12. I don't know why 10, 12 or October 12, maybe a memory or date. With the 2 of Pentacles, she is getting tired of juggling both logistics of being the woman in the relationship and the man in the relationship. All right. So by going all the way through with the divorce, it actually did lead you guys into a point to start taking on more of the traditional husband-wife roles. All right. So in this one here, she is it's taken this time with her not having you for her to reflect back and be like, wow, Randy did actually handle a lot of this stuff. Maybe I did push him a little bit through a lot of stuff. I mean, he did get upset, but maybe I actually did kind of push him to that point a little bit. She is having a little bit of a coming to Jesus moment. This silence was needed. 5 of Cups, she misses you. You know why? Yeah, I know why. The ghosts of relationships, past, present, and future, and her friends around her, she feels like she's being judged because she failed. And INS doesn't like failure. You know what I mean? So for them, she to be like, oh, I'm a divorcee again. Oh my God, my friends are going to start thinking I can't hold it together in a relationship. Oh man, I'm supposed to be this perfect woman and come across with this image. And yet everybody looks at me as like, oh, there's Inez. All right, maybe the 3rd time's the charm. And she don't like that. 10 of Pentacles, it's what brings her back your way. All right. Give her a little bit of time to sit and process with this. You're not doing no contact. You're actually respecting her wishes right now. All right. And from her perspective, she's not used to that. Even though you did it more times than she realizes. Totally. She's just not used to it. Give her some time to adjust and adapt to it. I think it actually does change up. All right. I actually did just get told. I just got told that the older messages that we were getting in old readings, that's actually still an extended timeline. But as we're going through the divorce and the paperwork and everything that you guys are going through, now we're literally seeing the breakdown of all the little gaps of the timelines from those other personal questions. If that makes sense. All right. Next up's Aisha. What's up, Mrs. Aisha? Let's put you at 9:14. All right. Give me something on Aisha. What's up with Mrs. Aisha? What does she not see coming? What does Aisha not see coming? What does Aisha not see coming? The World card. Aw. The Emperor. Oh my God. Into the 10 of Cups. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So what I do see here on this point is that he is actually coming to a completion and a closure stage and learning how to control his reactions and his emotions. He's elevating into an Emperor status and closing out the immature cycle. It simply is the fact that it's taken this long for him to just to being like, I'm a husband now. That must be a lot for him to process, but he's finally getting out of that worry stage. That's where some of the stress coming out of him too. He ties the word husband to a lot of responsibilities. Good for him. I like that because that is respectable and that is the way it goes. Emperor into the 10 of Cups shows him actually coming around just like you wished for. What you don't see coming is a nice Valentine's Day. He's going to make good on this, all right? It might be as simple as sending you some flowers right to your guys' home in the morning, and you'd be like, what's this now? What do you want? What's going on here? But he actually steps up, and he comes through. 6 of Cups to the 2 of Pentacles. He decides to start stepping into his husband role. It took a little bit of an adjustment point. Stuff will start to tone down for you guys. Okay. Carla, what's up, Carla Johnson? How you doing, girl? All right, your generosity is amazing. You have no clue how much you're helping out right now. There's a lot of stuff I'm banking up and saving for. The Lovers, oh my, Carla, he loves you. I'm literally hearing the Beatles song, but it's rewritten properly. He loves you, yeah. I don't know why, but now I'm hearing this German version too. Did you know they did a German version of She Loves You and I Want to Hold Your Hand? Because I'm hearing CD, yeah, Fräulein. I don't know how the lyrics actually go. The outtakes of that song are hilarious. Listen to them try to speak German in the microphones. Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords shows some peace being made through a communication, a conversation that you fear coming with the 3 of Swords. All right. Almost like he's like, hey, can we talk a little bit? We're being tracked by corporate. Hold on. We got to talk about him too. I'm ready to quit and find a new job. I'm not happy. Should I start looking? Can energy check for me? Oh, okay. I did Virgo first. I didn't read your question, but I did read your question. Not stressed, just over it. Okay. I got you. Now, I do see on this one him starting to open up more. It is changing because in Destiny, in your guys' long-term blueprints, look how old you guys get together. I love this card. I always want to know what that dog knows. That dog knows stuff, right? They're like, we love each other. We've lived together for a long time. The dog's like, yeah, I saw the fights. I saw the ups and downs. I saw him leaving the toilet seat up. I saw her leaving her clothes and shoes all over the living room floor and him tripping over them. But they love each other. You do realize that right now, even in the separation, there's a love-hate thing going on because you are mad at him. You are frustrated, but he's picking up on it too. He's actually getting to that stage as well too. That's a lot of sword energy. You guys are heavily on each other's minds. The 4 of Swords that leads to the 2 of Cups. This pause is causing him to want to come in correct. You've been quiet for a minute with him too. You've been giving him space. That space is needed. The space is needed for him to sort through some things and realize that, wow, Carla was a good catch. What did I do here? So he's in some processing stages. All right, give me something else to go for on the work. What's up with being tracked by corporate? I love corporate. Oh, I used to love when the regionals would send us an email. Corporate's coming for a visit. There's a site walk this July. Oh, God. Then I was at Home Depot and Lowe's buying paint, and we were painting doors, changing doorknobs. What's up with corporate? What's up with the corporate? What's up with the corporate monkeys? Is your corporate flying monkeys? Fly monkeys, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, girl, hang tight. Don't worry. Now, I am being told that this is a little bit of a motivational kick for you because you're actually, for what you make, you do way more. You are working way above your pay grade, that there are competitive companies that would swoop you up in a heartbeat. However, I'm being told that corporate's doing this to follow proper HR protocol and that this is all, it's a corporate smoke show. Why? Because they've already, I'm only giggling because I wanted to go into corporate. I wanted to be a regional one day. I'll be darned. How about that? But anyways, doesn't matter. Irrelevant. What I'm seeing over here on this one is corporate's already picked the people that are leaving. This is formalities. They're literally not even watching what you're doing. You're Queen of Pentacles. You're totally fine. None to worry about. Except you do need to get some groceries. Your fridge. Old Mother Hubbard's cupboard looks a little bare, I'm being told. All right. I'm a Cancer sun. Got to make sure you're eating right. That's the thing I do. Or it's my Italian roots. Just eat of something. But anyways, Carla, you're in the clear. It was a bit of a motivation because you're destined for more than what you're currently doing, and they're holding you back. So if you do want to go look for a job, it'll actually work out very well for you. If you also would like to stay put, they've already totally picked who's getting let go. These are just the formalities. All right. You're actually on the payroll. You're on the books. You are being watched on the record, but it's also because you do the most out of anybody there. You're actually cited for a promotion. All right. I see due to some corporate restructuring, you may go into a team lead type of a position. All right. Page of Pentacles, there's you getting the offer. And for like literally, you're like, I'm gonna go in and give my 2 weeks notice. Hi, I need to talk to you guys. Oh, perfect, Carla. We were just waiting for you to get here because we're developing these team lead positions. Would you be interested in having one of them? And you're like, yeah, that sounds good. We could do that. Okay, cool. And then they're like, what did you want to talk about, Carla? And you're like, break room is clean, looks nice. Good job, guys. And you walk out. Getting your interview with the Bobs. Looks like you're missing a lot of work. Carla wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bobs. But you will be okay. All right. Okay, Drea. Am I good on time, Melissa? How am I looking? Am I all right? All right, it's cool. Okay, who's next? Drea. I made you out of clay. Drea. With Drea, I shall play. That's cool. All right. Drea's gonna be let's put Drea at 15:30 so she gets to have that awesome song. I'm a dork. All right, let's see what we got on this. What's coming Drea's way already? All right, let's come in Drea's way. Bonus points if you've ever made clay bowls or clay, like, you know that scene from the movie Ghost? If you've ever done that, minus the ghost and the song, it's cool. All right, let's see. 6 of Swords, the Fool card. Oh, wow. 7 of Cups. Did you get a tattoo for him? You got a tattoo on your body that ties to him, or are you thinking of getting one? I don't know why. Now I'm seeing a henna tattoo. Hang tight, Leo. 6 of Swords on the Fool card to the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, dude. It leaves a 10 of Pentacles. You know what's coming your way? You guys are going to move in together. You're like, what? No, we haven't gone anywhere. We were not at that point yet. It's been like no contact forever. I'm like, I don't care. He's getting ready to make a change. Well, why now? Well, I actually do have April 17th, and then I got February 17th. Frankie says that's when we go into the year of the fire horse, which I backed it up. She's right, but she's a Scorpio. She's always right. She's Frankie. She's always right. Nah. Let's love this deck. I don't need that. If Frankie did have a thing, it'd be let's teach this deck. But anyways, Fool card and 7 of Cups. What you don't see coming is actually he's going to hit a crash and burn point or a crash out point, something like that. Nothing major, nothing epic. But just enough for him to start seeing things from another perspective and put the King of Wands vibes away and come in the 6 of Pentacles energy for something more reciprocal instead of breadcrumbing like it was before. Because with the Judgment card and the 8 of Swords, he can't do life without you. And I know the other tarot readers that are snooping here right now. Hi, guys. The other readers will be like, oh, no. He's got to be complete and all in himself. And nope, guess what? His blueprints say otherwise. His blueprints say he requires another human being. The rib from Adam, right? Other tarot readers. Oh, you haven't been getting good readings when you go to collective ones. They don't resonate, or you scroll YouTube and you're like, there's nothing left. There's no tarot readings. There's none here. That's because he's hit the lockjaw point. Lockjaw. Anyways, but bonus points if you see some of those on TikTok. What I'm seeing on is what's leading him with the Fool card to the 7 of Cups of running out of excuses or reasons to stay quiet and distant because he's done the work and he's ready to take a leap. He's rebuilt himself. But due to his crash out point, maybe finances change or other things happen. Being told you guys wind up moving in together. You do realize that long before Virgo season happens this year is that you guys are already living together. You're like, we live far apart from each other. I don't care. God works in mysterious ways. 7 of Cups. You might or something about like wedding rings, tattooed wedding rings. Ooh, that makes my wedding ring finger itch. Oh, nice. Honey, that's your husband, Drea. It will be all right, but you don't see coming. He's going to get his act together. Had a change of heart. Grew up. All right. Okay. Thundercats. Oh. All right. Let's see. Thundercat, you are going to do it to me. You're at 1848, by the way, but Thundercat, ever since you started posting super chats, then when I go scrolling on my phone, when I'm on TikTok, the Thundercat sword pops up. And it's like the equivalent of the Knight Rider gas pedal that the sword lights up and I'm like, I'm going to wind up getting that thing. I'm a grown 40-year-old plus man, but I'm going to get that Thundercat sword. So you have affected my algorithm. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we got. Is my Taurus single and does he want to reconcile with me? I'm currently blocked. All right, let's find out. It's a cool sword, Thundercat. It's a cool sword. Dude, I love that sword. That was a cool sword. Ace of Swords. Oh, the Ace of Swords is the hey text. Oh, you picked a good screening. What's up, Sassy Tarot? See, Sass Tarot. See? Sass Tarot 91. Hi. I'm glad the other tarot channels here snoop and say hi. I don't bite. Say hi, other tarot readers. I know all the other tarot readers think we're all in some weird competition, but we're all here for the same reason and the same mission, working for the same boss. So say frickin' hi to me. Five of Swords into the Ace of Cups. What I'm seeing going down with your Taurus is he is single because of what you guys went through. He actually at the moment is taking some time to work and focus on himself, right? It's a cool name, isn't it, Melissa? Shelby, what up? So the thing on this is with the Ace of Cups to the Five of Swords, he had to finish grieving. He wasn't over an old connection, straight up. And I think he kind of knew it, that when you guys got involved, he hadn't fully finished going through the 5 stages of grief from his ex. Not that he was hooked on her a little bit, but it was just the PTSD of it. Like he didn't want her back or nothing. He just hadn't fully recovered, and he jumped in sooner than he should have. Sun card into the 7 of Pentacles. Nope, that's not the Sun card. That's a Strength card. It's all Leo anyway. I told you to wait a second, Leo. I'm working. But the thing on this is with the Strength card to the 7 of Pentacles, he's still nurturing this connection into something good. Hang in there and hold down with this Strength card. That's Daniel in the Lion's Den energy off the Strength card, which means even at the moment, have a little hope and faith because you're Daniel stuck in the Lion's Den, right? That it is going in the right direction. He is finishing grieving, and there is a little bit of regret that comes out here on the 5 of Swords that he really wishes he had been over her. So it's a balance out in his mind that you actually are the one that makes him get over his ex. He hadn't fully gotten over the ex. You guys meeting was the closure point. He's processing the closure point and finally realizing, I don't miss the ex. I don't care what the ex did to me. I kind of want to be with Thundercats. It's probably because you got this cool sword. You know what I mean? But yeah, that leads to the Ace of Cups. Can we start fresh? Can we try again? I know you don't think it because you know he's Taurus. He's strong like bull, right? He's stubborn like bull. He fixed earth sign, right? 10 toes down, so far into the ground, he's dug the hooves in. But the thing on this is that stubbornness is allowed him the time to realize, why is my life so stuck? Is it because of my stubbornness? 4 of Pentacles to the High Priestess. Survey says, upside down Steve Harvey, Mr. Potato Head. Yes, 4 of Wands. So you guys do wind up coming back together. Believe it or not, you're the reward for his twin flame journey. So you guys are not twins. You guys are all 4 words, twin flame soulmate, which means you guys are soulmates that are on the next level, that 1 more percentage point difference in your DNA, you guys would be twin flames. And I know you've thought he's your twin. Trust me, you don't want him to be your twin. You want twin flame soulmate. Twin flame soulmate works out. Twin flame separation. You know, you're on the right path. So don't feel bad. Knight of Pentacles, he's a stubborn one, but the Knight of Pentacles does deliver the Ace of Pentacles that comes out with an Ace of Swords hate text. All right. 3 of Wands. He's already thinking about coming your way. The Knight of Wands. He knew he threw the wrench in this, and he also can't find his 10mm socket. And God's like, that. Well, that's what you get. Back in the biblical days, it would have been locusts everywhere. In modern times, guys, especially men that are here in modern times, it won't be a plague of locusts. It'll be a plague of 10mm sockets. I guarantee you, every car I've worked on, I've left a 10mm socket in them. Anyways, is he a mechanic? I don't know, but I do see that your Taurus will find their way right back to you. All right, what's up, Nun? What you doing? All right, let's see. Who's next? Who next? All right, next up is, what's up, Priya? Priya, is it your Leo or my Leo that was acting up? Because there was Leo stuff. He does construction. Perfect, Thundercat. Oh, girl, I'm connected in. You're going to be okay. All right? Because you know that Taurus is stubborn, but you kind of dig his stubbornness because it is a little bit of a quirk that kind of gets your Ace of Wands chakra rolling. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. You're like, yeah, he's really ticking me off with his silence, but I also kind of like it. You guys will be just fine. All right. Okay. Yeah, we don't do reprimands here. That's the problem with texting and comments and community posts. There's no context in it. But nah, I know my mod squad. These are the real OG high-level mods. I mean, these mods have been selected and picked out of the swarm of people on YouTube. So we don't reprimand here. We do everything and we choose it with peace. All right? So everybody stay cool. It's all good stuff. We're all on the same team here. We're all here for the same reasons, same soulmate cycle. Y'all, all 130,000 of us, we are all on the same Titanic, and there's only 20 lifeboats. So just get to the boat deck. No time for fussing and fighting. Anyways, all right. 2026 is turning into the year of the Titanic. We need that fire horse energy. I swear, we need some fire horse. You're that new? Oh my God, that's awesome. Speaking of welcome to the fam, Nun, you are awesomeness. So good to have you here. We love you. There's no bad juju here. We good vibes only. Good vibes only on this channel. But all right. Oh, you're right, Melissa. Thanks. Priya. Meanwhile, back at the reading. All right, you're gonna be Priya at 25 exactly. All right. All right, Priya. What is your Leo? Yeah, one of our Leos was getting into the stream. All right, let's see. How's my Leo feeling towards me currently? What's he thinking? And what does the future hold for you too? I was going to make a Leo joke, but I can't find one. So, he wants to be serious. Usually when I do Leo readings, I get funny and cute, or I sing and have a good time. He's like, no, it's time to get serious, Archer. No jokes. Whoa. Seven of Swords. He's leaving a situation. I don't think, unless you know he was in a relationship, but I feel this is more of a mindset that he's packing up and moving away from and leaving his childhood problems behind. Basically, the issue with him, with your Leo, is that he had a lot of childhood trauma that he was still working through and processing, right? So, Nine of Swords, even in the silence, see, I do believe he may be getting a medication adjustment of some kind. See the pill bottle over there by the clock, all right? But even in the silence, so with the Two of Wands, he is actually choosing you, all right? Let's see, what's he thinking in the future? Okay, cool. All right, now let's get into the thoughts and the feelings. Lovers, oh my gosh. The Moon. I got the Moon. He's hiding the fact of what his true feelings are at the moment, because at the moment with the Seven of Pentacles, he's actually by himself into the Nine of Pentacles energy, that he's actually working on himself, all right? Your Leo needed to process through a lot of hurts from the bullying over the years and the people that took advantage of him. That's why a lot of that bled out into his insecurities, why he was so closed off and hid it behind that childish antics. He's really a very good person underneath all that. You see it, you know it. Yeah, you guys are quiet right now, but his feelings for you are hidden, that he's got deep love for you. And he does see you guys going long term. So the energies being piped into both of y'all's brains are that you guys grow old together and go to a nursing home and you fight over Jello, right? But yeah, it's going to be like, excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Priya, we need you to take your evening medicines and eat your Jello. No, he took my Jello. I didn't take your Jello. You ate it, didn't you? You guys grow old together, all right? He actually does remember some of the good times when you were more of like the support for him, Chariot and the Tower, and he misses you. You walking out of his life was what created the Tower moments to make him realize what he had. And even though he's not showing any actions on it now, internal losing you is a Tower. And that's got him stuck in place at the moment of life. This has been too much. It's gone too far. And I did too much damage. He's afraid he burnt the bridge. That's the thing. He's afraid he burnt the bridge with you. Your Leo burns bridges with everybody. Goes off on them, blocks them. Like his block list bigger than his contact list. Don't feel left out or anything. If you're on the block list, you're actually part of the group. All right. But the thing on it is, he's realizing if he keeps doing that to people, then he winds up alone. And that's what's putting his ego in check. That mighty lion roar is getting put in check to humble him. Because when Leos are humbled, Leo rules the fifth chakra and they rule the heart. So when they're awoke and in that higher level energy, they are all like, they're like the Grinch. Their heart grows 3 sizes. All right. And that's what he's going through. His heart's expanding, not in a bad way. He might have high cholesterol, but that's not mine to judge. It's cool. He's a man. I'm pretty sure we all have high cholesterol. But anyways, Page of Wands, yeah, McDonald's, 9 of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. Keep your prayers strong, because what I'm seeing here, the future that you guys hold is exactly what you guys are hoping and wishing for. And your dreams will start relaying that to you, where you will start seeing dreams that you guys are older together in some house that you don't know. And it's because you're not in your forever house now. So on the 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, what I do see the future for you guys is starting to grow and into something long-term. This could start as early as Pisces season. All right. I don't think it happens exactly like he's kind of, your Leo's not into Valentine's Day because of how many times that he's been hurt. So he doesn't really get all cray-cray over this weekend. However, you let him like simmer until Pisces season hits, which starts on the 19th anyway. So it's really close. And he wind up coming your way, and you guys will start the communications that open the doors and let this start going the way it was supposed to go the whole time. You got mad at him. He got mad at you. Everything went 9 of Swords. The 2 of Wands never had to go that bad, but he's getting himself in check too. He's becoming an awoke Leo as opposed to an unawoke Leo. Because every sign's got awoke and unawoke. You have good Leos and bad Leos, and good Cancers and bad Cancers, Saggies and all of them, right? He was an unawoke Leo. he's growing into his skin this year. And it brings him back to your door, the moon card. He thinks about you way more than you know. All right. Next up is Anna. Go to him. All right. I love that Beatles song. That's a good song. All right, Anna, you're at 30. Let's do 3013. All right, let's see. What's in store for Anna's finances? Ooh, let's do a little money. Show me the money, Toby Maguire. You can't handle the truth. What? Wrong movie. Four of Pentacles, the Justice card, King of Cups, King of Swords. I see you getting a new job. I see you changing career paths. I got to make a link for that, Melissa. This one here, it's the Enchanted Tarot. I forget where the box is at. I'll find a box. I'll post a link to it. I'll update the description box too, and I'll send you the link so you got it. I believe it's called the Enchanted Tarot. I call it the Crayola Tarot because it comes in a big yellow box. So it looks like a big 64 pack of Crayola crayons. But I'll find the link and I'll send it to you and I'll add it in. I love this deck. It's a good deck. I forgot I had it. I had to pull this one out of mothballs when I was cleaning up the studio. But anyways, meanwhile, back at your reading, Justice card on the Four of Pentacles shows you're not getting paid what you're worth. And you've already been quietly, maybe even looking. So what I see in store for your finances with that Justice card on the King of Cups is not so much about you changing yourself and getting thrifty and having to live like poor and broke as a joke. I do actually see either you reaching out to get a new job over the course of this year, or somebody just finds you on LinkedIn and they're like, we have a job offer for you. And at first you're like, oh, it's a spam email. It's bull. It's not, nah. But then just for some reason, your intuition will ping you and you'll be like, okay, I'm going to check it out. I'll what the heck? What have I got to lose? When you got nothing to lose. I really do think that by like Leo Virgo season, maybe Libra season at the latest, you're in a new job, new career path. Now, it is possible. This could be internal, could be a transfer or promotion, but I do see as a result of some company cutbacks and some people being laid off that you do have the potential to elevate in the current workplace, but it's a little later this year, okay? You may be tight up until income tax. Here's the cool part. You actually get more back on your income tax than you think you're going to get with the High Priestess. Like they show you your tax return and you look at it, you're like, did you put the decimal in the wrong spot? There's an extra zero, but it's in a good spot. And your accountants, or even if you do it with TurboTax, is like, nope, this is right. It's accurate. And you're like, oh, okay. So it helps you get through till the elevation changes, either the better job that you go into or the promotion that you get. But I do know you're not in the current position by the middle of the year. All right. Well, I was trying to thumbs up you, but hope it helps. All right. Next up will be, okay, Mbev, I'm ready. What you got, Mbev? I saw you putting in the chat that you were like, oh, okay, I'm going to type it. All right, let's see. 33 exactly. All right. Did she post it yet, Mel? I don't think she posted it yet, did she, Sunshine? No, not yet. Okay, cool beans. All right. What I'm going to do, there we go. Advice for M. Hi, Mbev. All right, cool. All right, let's see. I'm going to put yours at 3322. Oh, that's a nice timestamp. That's a Frankie stamp. All right, stamp it. Advice, please. There's the advice. Which role should I go for? Secretary or the training officer in an organization I volunteer for? Can't decide. Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, repeating threes. Queen of Wands being the third time's the charm. What I'm seeing on this one is you should go in towards the training officer. You got too much skills to be a secretary. You wouldn't love it. You'd feel like you're not really tasking yourself. You'd sit in the role and be like, I'm here. I mean, I'm a secretary. I'm taking dictation. I'm typing. Like this dude. This dude could own a chain of like car washes around the country. But instead, he's at home washing this little dinky car for this person, right? So the thing that I'm seeing into it, you wouldn't like being a secretary because it wouldn't challenge you. You'd be bored, right? Three of Pentacles shows you being guided into a role that involves training, helping teach others from the stuff that you learn. So training officer seems to be the best bet on this Ace of Cups to the Strength card and the Empress. You'll love it, and you'll relocate and go far for it. All right. The training officer does seem to have the best. Two of Pentacles, you would actually be in that secretary's job for about 2 months, and you'd hate it. And you'd be like, I'm back at square one. I gotta go. Maybe the training job's still open. So there you go. All right. Okay, next up. Wait, did I cover everything in the question? Hold on. I don't want to miss something. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Okay, cool beats. Thanks for being here, too. You're awesome sauce. Chunky cinnamon apple awesome sauce. Okay, Shell Bell, what you up to? You're going to be at 3505. Many welcomes. De nada. I'm not that good at the multilingual thing. My Italian grandmother's upset at me right now. All right, Shell Bell, let's put you at 3515. All right, what do we got for Shell? Give me some messages from Lexi, please. Give me some messages from Lexi. King of Cups. Oh, the dog's on the card, too. Perfect. Emperor. She's telling me you feel guilty about considering getting another dog or a puppy, and she's wanting me to remind you of what she told you before, is that she's waiting for you to get another puppy. Because, believe it or not, the way the Lord works, her soul is already in your new puppy. She's like, you are sad without the house is quiet, life isn't lifing anymore, King of Cups, right? Because you do feel she was your fur baby and you were her human mama. And in the Emperor card, she's like, go for it, go do it. You know what I mean? 10 of Cups. You're gonna know, and don't worry about being like, what if I pick the wrong one? What if it's the wrong puppy or something? It's already written in your destiny that the one you pick is the one she's in. All right. So she's sitting here going, stop being like, oh God, Lexi will get mad if I get another puppy. Lexi's like, I'm waiting for you to get another puppy because I'm going to be in there. I like that. 8 of Pentacles to the 2 of Pentacles. You got to take a little time for yourself too. She says you're pouring yourself in the 8 of Pentacles too much into your work and your projects to hide the feelings of pain because you lost a child. You know, she's your fur baby. But in this 2 of Pentacles, she's like, take some time, balance yourself, and do you. Remember to take care of you as well as you took care of me, because you're not doing that. 8 of Pentacles, you're too much about the work. All right. And Tower card. She sees your sleep patterns being affected. See how, even though there's another dog on this card, see right there, the little German Shepherd, reminds me of my first puppy, Roscoe. He was a cool dog too. Izzy was still the best, but Roscoe was a close second. There's a cat back there too. How about that stuff? But anyways, what I do see on this is, see, look at you up late at night. You're working on a book. How about that? Right? And Lexi's there beside you in spirit form being like, Mama, you need to go sleep, Mama. Don't be sad, Mama. It's going to be okay. All right. So that is the one thing. She sees you. Yeah, look at it's dark outside and there's you are doing dishes and it's like 1 a.m. or something. She's like, Mama, it'll all be there tomorrow. Get some rest. All right. Okay, Tess. What up, it's Tess? Tess, let's put yours at 3806. All right, let's see. Whatever comes out, that's good. All right, filter into good vibes only, kid. Give me everything you got. What do you got, God? Give me some good vibes only for it's Tess. 3 of Swords. He knows he broke your heart. 7 of Cups. Can't fight this one with the Star card. He's awakening to what he did to you. Another one where he's up all night. 8 of Cups, regretting walking away from you. 8 of Cups. Doing dishes at 1 or 2 a.m. in regret. Justice card. This is what's leading him to balance his left and right brain, his emotion versus his logic. And basically, Fool card to the 4 of Wands, grow up and return. In your case, it totally is your twin flame, isn't it? I think that's when we met back at, did we meet at Baddies or Frankie's? But it's him. It's the original runner, the one that brought you and us together and everything. 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups. He's living with that, like you haunt him a little bit, that he's in this mindset that he knew in the 7 of Cups. He didn't come at this correct, and that's what's got him through this healing phase. I do actually think Aquarius season of 2026, that's when he actually completes the healing stage. I don't know why I'm swallowing so much. Like I can't believe it. When the 3 of Wands, he's looking for those answers that he needs to come your way. All right. Strength card. Hold firm in the Queen of Pentacles. You're doing better than you think, and keep praying for him. One of the best prayers is that he returns happy, healthy, and ready. All right. The good Lord will provide. 9 of Cups. Look at you guys in the future at a wedding. But here's the weird part. This isn't your wedding. You guys, this year, some way, somehow, you two will be attending a wedding that'll plant seeds while you guys are talking, that you guys start planning for your wedding. Because you guys don't even got to start fresh. You guys are so connected into each other that it's going to take off really fast. Almost like, sorry, I missed you. Let's just get married. All right. I think you guys wind up skipping a boyfriend-girlfriend stage at this point because you guys like tried it and it didn't work. So he comes back and he's just like, look, I know that by pushing send, apologizing, and talking to you, basically, I'm telling you I want to be with you forever. It's a marriage proposal, so let's just get it over with. I guess that's how he thinks. I'll talk to him for you because he doesn't need to be like, let's just get it over. It should be like, I know what I want. Anyway, it's not what he says. It's how he says it. But, Tess, this is your year for union. You and your twin come back together. And God knew it the whole time. He's going to be really different, though, but in a very good way. Basically, he's going to be much more correct and consistent and about you. Tess, thank you. I just heard something else, girl. 5 of Wands to the High Priestess. The fox showed up. We just saw the fox, Tess. I have a feeling at this stage in the connections, it's almost like you've been keeping quiet or keeping in a no contact form because you're like, he knows what he did. He knows what he did. You know, 5 of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. And it's, oh, he knows what he did. But it's also what keeps the spark alive in this connection with the Knight of Swords, just as God planned, where he runs out of options or excuses as to, like, try to cover up for the shame of what he did. And that's what leads him to, like, you know what, I got to make good on this, because it's not that you live in his head rent free. It's that he's carrying the shame and the regret of how things went down, because as he's gone through a change where you guys have been apart, he has totally gotten into a stage that he is tired of treating people the way he did. See, 9 of Wands, he's the wounded warrior. This is what leads him back into a humbled apology, and the Sun card comes in for some happiness on the 3 of Cups. I knew you guys would wind up just getting married. That's nice. All right. I do think within the next 3 months, you guys are on a very nice track. And you're like, I haven't talked to him in forever. Or I haven't talked to him for like when we first met. Doesn't matter. It's just, why now? Because it's time. It's time. God's with that Knight of Swords. God's like, because now's the time. All right. Next up is Tabia. Tabia, you're going to be at 42.28. So let's see what we got for you. Thanks, Nance. All right, he contacted me once and disappeared again. Unsure about dinner this weekend. Is this still worth pursuing, and what do I need to know? Also, moving soon. Congrats, Tia. That's cool. Congrats, girl. All right, let's see what we got. Give me everything you got on Tia's Pisces, and give me everything you got on the move. The 9 of Wands. 5 of Wands. The Knight of Cups. Hang tight with your Pisces. He reached out to let you know he is still there and a part of this. You guys are in that initial adjustment stage because you both had things going on. You both had your own lives. 5 of Wands, a lot to grapple with. And he is a rather busy person. And he is working to make time for you to fit you into his life more, because he does want this to go somewhere. It's not that he's turned off. It's that he actually is, he's a little tired out from making changes in his life to make more time for you. He's not entertaining any other options. He's not stringing you along like a third party energy or anything. 5 of Wands shows your Pisces grapples with a lot of emotional thoughts. They do rule the 12th house, okay? There is always something on Pisces' mind, right? Poor Pisces doesn't get a minute to get good sleep. They have the most dreams out of all the zodiac. So he's processing a lot, down to the point of affecting his sleep patterns, where he's trying to see. It's weird, because what's going on, you might be noticing it too if you got some weird sleep patterns happening right now. God is literally adjusting your guys' lives, your sleep patterns, into what each other needs. Like, for example, let's say you get up early, Tia, and he's the night owl, you're the early bird, right? You guys are both being adapted to where he doesn't want to stay up quite as late, but you also don't need to get up quite as early. And that allows both of your guys' schedules to shift and mold so that you guys can start turning it into one. We're seeing a breakdown on slow burn and what it is, where God starts making moves and changes to allow both of your guys' lives to start blending together. 5 of Cups and the Sun card. Straight up at the moment, Tia, your Pisces is suffering from some seasonal depression too. I don't come across that it's a medical depression. He's all, no. What I do pull in is though, right now there's depression, and it's that he needs some sun. He needs like some vitamin D. You know what I mean? So let's see what else is going on for anything this weekend too. What do we got? Anything for Valentine's weekend? The Queen of Swords, the Page of Cups, Ten of Swords. I don't see an exact meetup on like Valentine's Day exactly. However, Queen of Swords to the Page of Cups, I see it's done digital. So you will get a happy Valentine's Day out of them. It's just that the connection and the relationship is so new that it's not at the stage yet to do something for Valentine's Day. However, it's at the stage where when the schedules permit, both yours and his, there is a dinner and a movie night coming. And it might be something of like he kind of like dilly-dallies on trying to make some plans and there's nothing available reservation-wise or something. But I do see you at least get the Happy Valentine's Day. I am doing something now, but could we make plans for what day are you free? And you're going to be like, oh, because he's doing Valentine's Day with somebody else. No, he actually is just by himself right now. All right. He's in like a little bit of, I don't know if it's from work or what, but he's in an energy that with everything he's going through and working through in his side, that he's tired. But in the page, I think he's trying to find an extra job. I think he's like a little worried about money. Judgment card on the world card. Oh, but he comes to come terms with that, which means like the money in his, okay, so he worries about money. And like God is making some changes to allow that to balance out. So he takes that stress off his plate. You do Nine of Cups wind up with Pisces. It's just not moving quite as fast as you'd like it to, but you guys are a thing. So right now, if I asked him, like, so what's up with you and Tia? I'd be like, I like her. We're talking. I'd like to see where this can go. Nine of Cups. All right. You're already all in because you can see the That's So Raven future that you guys wind up together and happy. But he's not quite like that just yet. Okay. So you know it happens, but your premonitions or your visions of being together, it doesn't have a timestamp on it, so to speak. And so you're like, well, I see we're together, but I don't know where it's going. You know what I mean? So let me see what's up with this. Oh, the devil. See, and there's the money. That dude's holding the money in his hand. Three of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's what I see. He's going to tell a little white lie in the fact that he's like, I had something going on. In reality, what it is he doesn't have the money in the budget at the moment because God hasn't started bestowing that on him yet. And so in reality, the truth of it is he's like, I can't afford to take her somewhere nice. We'd have to go to like Applebee's or something. And I'm like, what's wrong with Applebee's? Nothing wrong with Applebee's. He's like, no, I gotta really be all about this and put on the airs. And I'm like, no, you don't. Just be yourself. Just be Pisces. Tia likes you already. Are you sure? I'm like, bro, you could literally take her over dollar value menu. And she just wants to spend time with you. He's like, nobody's ever wanted to do that. I'm like, yeah, you don't got to impress her that much. Just be yourself. Just be Pisces. And so I think you actually, because here's the thing, even though you can control how you react to this whole thing, is that it does have the potential of a text war, a text fight that happens. So this is a bit of a red flag that if you keep cool on it, he'll come in on this late. And that's why it doesn't happen exactly as originally planned, because you kind of, through the texting, instead of getting mad, you go in another direction where you're like, you really have something going on. And through the conversation, it's finally like, well, no, I don't got the money. I don't get paid till next Friday or something like that. And I think what it works out with is it's not an awesome dinner date night. You guys just wind up hanging out. And that might be that it's on Sunday instead of Saturday, because he's been Saturday and even the stuff right now, he's trying to cover up the fact that he can't take you somewhere super duper nice when it doesn't really matter, because he was dealing with clout chasers before he met you. So he thinks he's got to take you to the big fancy revolving restaurant type. Like he's got to take right sunshine. Like he's so like her Pisces is in the vibes that he's got to take her somewhere in downtown Franklin. When it's like, dude, you're fine. Just run her over to Tin Roof off Broadway, and she's cool. Pick up a carryout, be okay, right? He's trying too hard to impress you, and it's getting him too much into his head where he doesn't know what direction to go. When in reality, you just want him to be himself. It's the awkward stage where he doesn't know how to impress you yet, so he's trying to throw everything at the wall until he learns how you are. All right, this is one of those things that he's learning it by application. And it says, like, you guys could have talked about this when you made the original plans, and then be like, look, money's tight. You'd be like, just come over, watch a movie then. Oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? There you go. I think you guys just wind up Netflix and pizza, one of them Little Caesars hottie snotties. Which the wild thing about the hot and snotties is that those things are like some of the most freshly prepared ones because they don't sit there. People line up and grab them hot and snotties. You know what I mean? If you got reservations, Tia, fist bump. Girl, sister, you're in good vibes. The Chariot, the Empress. Give him a minute. Give him a minute. You're cool. It'll work out. It'll totally work out. There is a little bit of that where he's on himself of like, you didn't have to do that. Didn't have to do that. And it's like, she wanted to do that. Let it happen type of a vibe. Okay. So if you've already told him about it and it's all in there, let this simmer for a minute because he will get to that stage to swallow his pride so you guys could go. All right. So there's two directions it could go depending on how you judge the answers. Like you get mad and start mad texting, it derails, but it still winds up at Netflix and pizza. Otherwise, it just keeps going in the right direction. All right. So hope that helps. All right. This is one of them test crossroads. Are you going to get mad and go off on them? Or are you going to level with them? Either way, you still actually wind up being like getting the date night. It's just that free will variable of which date night will it be, depending on how you both choose to react to the upcoming conversation this evening. Oh, well, now we know when it's going to be. Okay, cool. I would totally, I want to come to Tucson, Nancy. I think that'd be awesome. I do want to, I want to come there because I could help find, Nancy Gunther. I already showed it on the map, right? All right. What about the moving vibes? Give me some vibes on moving. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords. It's going to take you a minute to get all the logistics in place, and I see you getting very frustrated by everything that's involved in doing the move. Packing, boxing, change of address, change of utilities, call the Comcast, call the cable company. It like I see you very burnt out and Five of Swords exhausted for a while, but in the end, Page of Wands, you will like the new direction you're going. You're being guided into the new location because it is a much more Queen of Pentacles demographic, and it's the direction that your soul is going as you're elevating. You've outgrown your current area. So once you get through that all, you will actually enjoy it, all right? It seems like a bit of the frustrations and the logistics involved in the move would be what will like burn you out on it. But if you can persist through it, grab yourself some Red Bulls, get your wings, you will actually like where you're going. I totally want to come to Tucson. I totally do. I know it's Oklahoma, but for some reason I just started hearing Tulsa time, even though we're talking about Tucson. But that's okay. I got friends that are in Flagstaff and Mesa. So I got reasons to go. Anyways, all right. You're welcome, Tabia. The move does, you do know your Pisces winds up moving in with you later, too. I just wanted to fill you in on that part. Okay. Doobie-doo. Monica. All right. What's up, Monica? You're going to be at 52, 59. All right. Now let's just make it 53 even. That's like a way better timestamp. All right. Let's see. What can Monica's guides tell her today? What can Monica's guardian angels tell her today? Status check. Monica's guardian angels report in. Boom. The Magician. We're working over here. I don't know why, but I just saw that scene from Spaceballs where they're having to comb the desert. Guardian angels are out there combing the desert. And Archer's, apparently in this case, Archer is the Lord Dark Helmet dude. And that, have you found anything? Five of Pentacles, Magician. We ain't found nothing. I had to rewrite that lyric or that line. Wrong line. I know, I'm not saying the other word. Bull Taurus energy. Eight of Pentacles to the Emperor is that they are actually guiding him to elevate. Okay? So even though he hasn't found his way to a more mature, stable spot yet, the guardian angels are still Eight of Pentacles working on getting him into an Emperor status so that he comes in correct for you. He needs to be more consistent. He needs to stop being so wishy-washy. And he's elevating into that Emperor status. He's going to be ready to be your kingdom spouse. So your guardian angels are totally saying, hang tight. We're working on him. He's a big project. He's trying to find his way. But at the moment, we ain't found. All right. I do see on this as we get closer to Aries season, it will actually start getting better for you, Monica. This isn't even work vibes. This is you hitting a jackpot where he bosses up and gets you right to your 10 of cups and your 9 of cups. 19 cups. That's a big wedding. Keep your prayer strong for him. He's coming. Awesome. Thanks, Mel. Doobie doobie doo. Jonathan. All right, let's see what we got for you, Jonathan. You're going to be at, I don't know why I just heard an old, is Shelby here? Shelby, you or your man might know it. I just heard a TV commercial from Metro Detroit. Well, Mr. Allen's Sporting Goods, 29, 250, 29, 250. I don't know how that resonates, but we'll see where it goes. I like doing those check-ins, Monica, and I didn't know your guardian angels had a good sense of humor. I like it. They're like Spaceballs, Archer. You'll understand what we're going through if we show you this visual reference. I gotta watch that movie. Anyways, all right. And you just got back. I love it, Shelby. That's hilariously awesome. All right. What's in store for Jonathan? Let's give you a timestamp. Let's put you at 55:33, which is a beautiful Frankie stamp. What's in store for love and education? What's in store for Jonathan for love and education? Page of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Swords. In the love department, an offer that you don't think is going to happen does happen, because right now, Jonathan, you're in the department of being like, never going to hear from them. They never will. You've tried to send messages. They've been unanswered, or they sit unread, or worse, you've got an iPhone and it just says delivered. And you're like, does that mean I'm blocked? Does that mean they just haven't opened the text? I don't know. I'm unsure. What I see happening behind the scenes during Pisces season, remember the High Priestess is Pisces and Cancer energy. For some reason, those two are always joined at the hip on cards. Interesting. I never noticed that before. 30 years reading cards, I never noticed that. Cool. But in the Page of Cups, I see them finding their way right towards you. The High Priestess would mean if I was going to title your reading, this would be an Expect the Unexpected clickbait title. But in your case, it actually does have this one. All right. Behind the scenes, I do see that they're actually, man, the dreams are getting more louder, more effective. The thoughts are changing. Page of Cups. Totally regret what they did. That's the thing. But they had to. They had to, because they had to cut whatever this was out. All right. Candles and mirrors. I do believe in this one that they were dealing with somebody else from before that they hadn't gotten over yet. And not that they hadn't gotten over, like missed them, but somebody that ran them through the ringer, and like they were really closed off or guarded. Like I'm not ready. And it wasn't that they weren't ready to be with you. It was that they weren't ready to be in love because their heart had been ripped to shreds. Dude, give me 5 minutes alone with their ex. I just want to talk to him. I'll take the rubber bands off the crab claws. Anyways, but don't worry, they're okay now. What you don't see happening is at some point during Pisces season coming up here, it's not Happy Valentine's Day, but I do see something approaching with a I love you offer, literally. All right, they will make, like, dude, the feeling when you get that first text message is going to blow your mind, right? When you're like, oh my God, it's happening. This is it. And it really is. Now, education, I actually do see, here's the thing is I see with that Nine of Swords, the Two of Cups, and God is actually in the education field. God is putting the right professors, the right students, and everything that are around you that you're going to actually elevate through this. And I see the potential of a career or job change as the result of the education. In that, with that Two of Cups, you will have a professor that has contacts and will actually pull you aside due to your ability. You're fearful that you won't do good at it, or you don't have time to go back to school, but you're actually going to excel. And pardon me, I'm a human, sorry, but on the Two of Cups, whatever. Anyways, on the Two of Cups is I see a conversation with the professor that comes in, and it's like, hey, you're really good at this. I've got a friend in this industry. Would you consider going and working for this person? And you're like, are you serious? I've got a job. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, he pays pretty good. And it's like that offer you can't refuse. So going into the education, God with the Knight of Swords has been guiding you. Beauty school drop out. Maybe you're gonna go be a barber. That's the barber college, free haircuts, but oh boy. Anyways, Two of Cups. You will actually find a new career path through the schooling. All right. It's happening for a very good reason. Very, very good reason. You're just nervous about it, but you're going to excel at it. You're going to find out it's a very easy, common sense type of a course that you're just nervous about it and not going well. All right. All right. Let's see. But it takes an early voicemail. That's a good. Crystal knows what's up. Crystal, you are now officially the channel's IT specialist. I love it. And I know a lot of guys that would love to get that voicemail. I'll tell you what. Anyways, moving on. What up, Cappy? Where you been, Cappy? Go, miss you, girl. Spinny hugs. Sass Tarot, you still here? You want me to answer a question for you? I'm gonna do some generals across the board on these bad boys. So Sass Tarot, are you a Sagittarius? A sassy Sagittarius? I'm Archer. I kind of know Sagittarius energy. But anyway, that's kind of cool. Bonus, are you born in 1991? Or is it just the numbers you pick? Are you of September 1st, Virgo? I don't know. I'm just trying to decode and decipher your screen name. All right, give me some cards though. Anyways, 1 hour 27. 1 hour 27 for Sass Tarot. Give me a couple cards for Sass Tarot. What's on her mind? What's on her mind? Or his? I didn't notice. Sass Tarot could be a guy. I'm a grown man, but I'm kind of sassy. Sagittarius Neptune. And it was retrograde when I was born. I'm like, I'm interesting. Sagittarius. All right, let's see what we go. Let's see. King of Swords, the Sun card. Nice. The Nine of Wands. Kind of cool. Nine of Swords. Repeating nines coming in. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Sass Tarot. You get everything back. I was literally hearing number 9, but of course we all know that's the Beatles song Revolution 9, that if you play Revolution number 9 backwards, it's an even better song. And it's like a country song. When you play a country song backwards, your person comes back, the truck starts working, the dog comes home, right? Your life is currently going through an energetical reset, and everything is being unwound and reversed, literally, okay? Bonus points that there was a white band. YouTube, hey, up in the gear wheel YouTube, you know how you got that speed setting that slows down my voice so people can understand me when I talk like the Micro Machine Man, right? YouTube, you need a setting that plays the readings backwards. I want to hear the tarot readings backwards, where I'm like, Sass Tarot. Okay, that's some and then they're back and you're happy. You're getting a mulligan, a do-over, bonus points if you or him like golf, or you or her. Hold on. I don't have my glasses on, but I can't see your profile picture. I'm not, this could ruin my reputation. So I'm not going to assume it's your person. All right. The ringer was off. Yeah, ringer. Yeah. That ringer will get you. Ringer will get you. The ring. Gloria Stefan. The ringer is going to get you. Ringer is going to get you. Ring. God, can I tell a memory? I'm a Cancer. I want to be nostalgic for a minute. 10 of Cups. I'm go for it. Crystal, when I first met my Pisces girlfriend, my alarm, the ringtone for my alarm on my iPhone, this little guy right here, was Titanic's whistles being sounded. Back in 1999, they recovered the whistles from Titanic, from the wreck site. And they pumped compressed air through them after they cleaned them and restored them, just so we could all hear what Titanic sounded like. Remember, those whistles the biggest whistle was like 6 feet tall. And they pumped out a C chord. One played C, one played E, one played G. It made a C chord. So that was my alarm. 5 a.m., middle of the night in the dark, and the Titanic's whistles go off. That alarm got changed really quick. I don't even have the alarm file in my phone anymore. Anyways, random story that makes no sense. Anyways, random Archer fact. Literally 5 in the morning. Yeah, she didn't like that. I changed it. Guys, just change the ringtones. It really helps. It really helps. Lil Baker. Give me something on Lil Baker. Oh, I'll put that back with the biblical tarot. There we go. Okay. Anyways, 10404. Melissa's known me long enough that she remembers some of those loud texting tones. Knight Rider theme song, whoosh whoosh for Kit Scanner, Titanic whistle. I'm middle-aged, and I'm so old. I still remember having a blinky Bluetooth in my ear so I could talk to people on my awesome little BlackBerry Sidekick, right? Because that was cool. So now I can't hear nothing. All right, Fancy Nancy. Anyways, give you a new timestamp, 10434. All right, let's see what's up. I can't hear nothing. What? Huh? I don't know. Ace of Swords. Nancy, he's going to text you. 9 of Cups. Your prayers being answered in the Death card. No, Val is not dead. It's a transformation in his mind. Don't think that way. That's bad thoughts. You don't do that. Death card on the 10 of 3 of Cups. Do you know what the problem is? You know what the hang-up has been this whole time, Nancy? I'm going to fill you in on something. So when he does reach out and text you with the Ace of Swords, you can come back and answer in a way with the Death card that he wouldn't see coming. Here's the thing. The reason he doesn't commit solely to you yet is he thinks you're into the vibes that you want, like multiple partners. Don't shoot the messenger. It's just his mindset, okay? Remember a couple weeks ago or something when I was like, are you guys all just having a good time, swinger style or something, right? Which judgment-free zone. I don't care what you guys do, all right? But the thing on this is, the reason he hasn't fully ever locked down or committed to you is because he wants something single, solely committed with you. He just doesn't have the adult, grown male genitalia parts. Okay, remember anatomy class back in school? Anyways, so he doesn't know how to tell you that, like, he's like, I want you all to myself. I want to cut out all the girls I'm with. I want you to cut out your hubby and your guy. I want to be with you. He fellow Detroit tarot reader, whom I happen to love her. She always reminds me of somebody I grew up with around the Delray area. Rose Tarot. She's here on YouTube, and she's like, this is totally Blue Rose Tarot moment. They'd be like, oh dang, Mattoon, FAFO, right? He found out he likes you, and he's falling for you. All right, and so I got right to Nancy's, but I'm going to do Lil Baker again because Lil Baker is still Lil Baker is our very own Charles Jockin, the Baker on the Titanic. But it's okay. Meanwhile, over at Nancy's reading is that Mattoon hasn't figured out a way, but he's trying to, or he's going to tell you he wants both of you guys to cut oh my God, he's a grown man who's going to give you an ultimatum. I know, right? Me too. But the thing is, King of Swords, cut everybody out and come be with me full time. 4 of Wands. Oh my God, you might say yes. You might say yes. 5 of Swords to the lovers. It's meant to be. We just found the link. We found the linchpin. We found the thing that's holding everything back. We pull that linchpin, boom, everything snowballs, right? You know what I mean? He wants to be only you. He did all this world seem right. Anyways, he likes you. Okay, meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's see what's up with Lil Baker. Lil Baker, 107.34. Give me a couple cards for Lil Baker before we say adieu for today. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. He never would make time for you because of work. Always on his phone. I'm texting work buddies. I'm answering emails. I'm doing. Oh my gosh, he's walking away. He's not quitting his job, Baker, but he is walking away from being all about work. You know, he just hides his depression by burying himself into his job. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. That's a peace offering coming your way. 10 of Swords into the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, dude, he's not happy without you. He's faking. He's faking. Look, 4 of Cups. He's like, yeah, I'm 3 of Cups happy. God's like, here's an Ace of Cups. Want to do something fun today that you'll like? No, I'm tired. I worked. I don't want to. I just don't want to. I think him being alone or isolated is leading him to want to be with you full-time, 10 of Swords, because he can't take he's lost in some overthinking about it. A lot of like, why did this go the way it did? Oh my God, you are in his mind a lot more than you realize, Baker. I'm telling you what, Charles Jockin. And he was a good baker. I mean, he wouldn't have gotten to be on the Titanic if he wasn't like the best baker. You know what I mean? Yeah, the World card. Let's put this stuff behind us and just move forward. You have the Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles finally delivers the Ace of Pentacles. You have a happy Valentine's Day text that leads to communication of can we finally get this going? And you thought he was overdone and walked away. Nope. You left a very good impression on him. He's just finally coming to terms with it. Everybody does it in their own time. Oh, you're welcome, Drea. My pleasure. All right, guys. I think we did it. Did all right. I'll be back later this afternoon for Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. I got some work to do. When don't I? But yeah, I am planning a serious vacation for myself. I am taking a week off sometime and going somewhere extremely fun. I might just do one of those things where I hop onto the Delta Skyway app and I just pick a random location and go see what it's all about. Tucson. or I left Oklahoma driving in a Pontiac. Pontiacs are cool cars. Just about to lose my mind. Okay, anyways, now we're just hanging out and having like a sing-along or something. And I miss Nashville beyond all possible comprehension. Totally. Haven't been there in forever, right? Now I got to get into North Carolina. Don't know anything about that state. What's up with you guys down there? I want to learn more about that. Anyways, I got to get to Florida and see Frankie. I got to visit Frankie. I owe Frankie a giant hug. I owe Melissa a giant hug. Where else do I want to go? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Oh my God, that's a good call, Shelby. I haven't been over to Grand Rapids in a minute or gone out to Firekeepers, the casino out there towards Grand Rapids. I haven't been that way in a minute. It's so weird. I don't know how I'm good at it. It's probably because of just a lot of the research I did when I was younger or something. But I am really good at a card game. I'll tell you. You put me at a blackjack table. You put me down at like Texas Hold'em. I don't know if I'm actually in my brain, my Virgo moon is counting cards or not, but for some reason I suck at casino slot machines, but I'm really good at a table. Anyways, we'll hang out sometime, go to a casino, grab a couple drinks and, make a couple $1,000. It's fun times. Anyways, it's like my sports betting procedures. I don't sports bet. I bet on one team. I bet against the Lions every game they play. I do not do any other sports betting that, and it's made me a lot of money. Thank you, Lions. Yeah, I should get a Lions hoodie just to support that. Just be like, the Lions basically almost paid my Jeep off. But it's cool. Make the best of any situation. Most Metro Detroiters sit up here all, oh, Lions suck. You know what? Play the hand you're dealt, right? Yeah. Super Bowl. I don't know. I have no clue where we're going with this. By the way, don't forget to order more contacts, somebody. Anyway, okay, I'm going to go. Oh, you can't. Okay, because you're still licensed, Crystal. Okay. No, exactly, Shelly. That's the fun part. I do stuff like that when I go to a casino. Like I used to go to MGM downtown in Detroit, and I would sit there. Can I call the card? I'd never say it out loud. It was always in my head. I'd be like, "That's a 3 of diamonds" or something. I never got it right. It was just a fun test of my intuition, though. Wait, can you not if you're licensed? Because I'm a licensed armchair therapist. I actually do got the certs. I'm also a minister. I could marry you guys. I had to do that for a buddy of mine, an Aquarius friend of mine many moons ago. Yeah. Certified in tarot, but there's no paperwork to prove it, right? God just hands you a tarot deck. I forget the way it plays out. But maybe I'm breaking a rule too, and I don't realize it. Like, if you're a licensed therapist, are you not allowed to go into a casino? Or am I totally missing the boat? Did this one just Jeff done? I'm like, boom, right over my head. I will totally marry you and Michael. I'll come and marry anybody. I think that'd be kind of fun. Put me down for a +1. All right. And maybe we could do a band or something. Yeah. Start a band too. Mal, what do you think? You want drums? Or did we say keyboards? Right? You were on keyboards? I think so. I can't remember. I don't remember if I even had breakfast. Did I miss dinner last night? I might need to go eat something. I don't remember. Did I remember to sleep? Anyways, all right, guys, have a good one. I'll see. I have been working on those guitar chords too. Remember that post I've got about like post some songs you want me to play during like hangouts and when we do those telethon super chat sessions and stuff and collabs and stuff. So if you want me to, I'll add more to it. I don't know if will I get flagged if we, hold on. Let's try something. Let me switch the audio. I haven't touched the guitar in like a week, maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 3 months. I don't remember when the last time I played the guitar was. Let me turn off the filters on the microphone because I have it to turn off. I got a window and a fan opens. Yeah, it was keys and vocals, right? Okay, I remember. Oh, that's right. Alyssa was supposed to be doing the drums, and I got to do these things. Yeah, that's fine. I'll figure it out. You're welcome, Lil Baker. I'm getting better at stuff. What was it? Right-handed guitar playing. That's what I was trying to figure out. Right-handed. Dude, you play guitar left-handed forever, and then you try to play it right-handed. It gets kind of cumbersome and confusing. You know what I mean? It gets a little weird and a little wonky sometimes. When I'm like, this is how the D chord goes. No, it's not how the D chord goes. It goes backwards. That's the story of my life. My story of my life. That's what we're going to call the Archer anthology. Archer. The Bass Ackwards story. But yeah. I don't remember. I don't think I've tuned this thing in a minute either. I don't remember. See, I want to hold it this way. This just feels right. But it's not. And this feels right, but it's left. And see, it doesn't sound right that way. How's the audio with the open live mic? You know what I mean? I don't know, Shell. Maybe I'll stick on the bass. So Melissa, we're gonna need a right-handed guitar player. Is that audio okay with the open mic? A hot mic? You can hear it okay? I know I have to go do work still. Yeah, it sounds like a guitar, right? It sounds like a guitar. What if I capoed the thing? Hold on, let's put a cheater on here. I was working on this the other night because I was bored. Let me see. Get on there. Get on there. Oh, I'm gonna do it. See? I'm holding it backwards. That's how a capo works. It's not a left-handed guitar, Archer. Right, Lisa? It's not a left-handed guitar. Hey, Liz. Shelby, the world is not made for us. I think that's why both my Sag grandma, the December 20th Sag, and Mom was a part of it too. Of like when I would pick stuff up as a kid, they'd be like, no, Archer, put it in this hand. And I wound up with the ambidextrianism, but the right-handed stuff is still rather cumbersome. But ask Melissa. 9 times out of 10, I even write right-handed. Ooh, that sounds nice. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's a little bit of a rough chord, but it's like 2 days past 18, he was waiting for the bus. His army green sat down in a booth in a cafe there. Gave his order to a girl with a bow in her hair. He's a little shy, so she gives him a smile. And he said, would you mind sitting down for a while? Talking to me, feeling a little low. He said, I'm off in an hour and I know where we can go. So they went down and they sat on the pier. He said, I bet you got a boyfriend, but don't care, I got no one to send a letter to. Sorry, I'm singing like crap. Would you mind if I sent one back here to you? Sing along, everybody. Wait, I gotta get the right chord. It's E minor, hold on. I cry. Never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young, him they told her. Waiting for the love, the traveling soldier. Our love will never end. Waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone. When the letter said, soldier's coming home. So the letters came from an army camp in California, in Vietnam. Wilder in his heart might be love and all of the things he was so scared of. Said, well, it's getting kinda rough over here. Think of that day sitting down by the pier. I gotta see your pretty smile. I can't sing. Don't worry, but I won't be able to write for a while. I cry, gonna hold the hand of another guy. Young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end. Waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone. When the letter said, soldier's coming home. One Friday night at a football game, Lord prayer said and the anthem sang. Man said, folks, would you bow your heads for a list of local Vietnam dead? Crying all alone under the stands was a piccolo player in a marching band, and one name read, nobody really cared, except a pretty little girl with a bow in her hair. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier. My voice is still healing. Come back again. More to be alone when the letter said, soldiers coming home. Never had one lesson. Ha! Never actually did either. I will actually get better at that. My voice, remember, I didn't have a voice like 3 days ago, so my voice is still healing, you know. On the third day, he rose again. I know that's how it goes. Anyways, Life Path 33, I know. Ha! It's a big cross, but Life Path 33 carries it, right? Right? Right. I know. What? Shut up. Okay. Anyhow, I will get a lot better at singing. I should work on the singing part. Aw. I don't know if this will flag me on the monetization or if I got to share it with the Dixie Chicks, but I'm totally down with sharing it with the chicks. They're cool. Those three are good singers. I'll work on getting it better. I got more songs too. Maybe we'll do that one again. Aw, thanks. Aw, I love that song too. To all the Dixie Chicks, I apologize for butchering the vocals. I can't care. Dude, even my song, I Miss You, there is so much auto-tune and auto-pitch correct on that thing. I'm not even going to try to fake and go, that was all real. No, there was a lot of help in that one. When I'm sitting there, miss how it used to be. And my buddy producing, it's like, we're gonna fix that, Archer. Hold on. I'm like, it's like John Lennon when he'd look at George Martin and be like, make me sound like the Dalai Lama on the top of a mountain, you know? That sort of a thing. It's my song. I wrote it and composed it, so it's cool. All right, guys, I got to scoot. I'm going to skedaddler, and I'll see y'all in just a wee little bit. All right, we'll do Libra, Scorpio, Sag today. I got to go get the title cards ready and meditate and get the titles and stuff. So I got some works to do. Aw, thanks, Drea. Thank you. All right, guys, enjoy it. I didn't even think, Mel, should we have timestamp Traveling Soldier? I don't know. You do you on the timestamps. You're better at it than me. All right, guys. My wrench is rusty. I've been on this side of the camera for a minute. All right, Mel, thank you for everything, Sunshine. You guys, make sure you're following everybody that's listed in the Archer Network. They're the ones that are trustworthy. They're all good people. All right. So, anyways, on that note, I'll see y'all later this afternoon. And I loved this deck.